What's up, you guys? This is my 800 subscriber special, so I really want to give you guys a big thank you for supporting me and subscribing and staying with me throughout my YouTube journey. And if you aren't familiar with my subscriber special battles, what I do is that I put together a team of 6 Pokemon with a lot of random Pokemon that people have wanted me to try out, like really weird movesets and stuff like that. So here's my team. It's a very weird team, you know, there's a lot of random Pokemon like a Seadra and stuff like that, which I've never even tried before. So it's definitely very interesting to see how it plays out in a fairly random match that I just had against some random person on PO. So you're going to see how this battle goes. And usually I try to put the name of the person who requested that Pokemon, but I think I forgot it for the Rotom, so sorry about that. So I'm going to lead off with my Rotom Fridge, since I don't really know what this Mischievous wants to do, and I'm just going to go for the Easy Volt switch. I'm just running a standard Choice Scarf, but I think I have like Hidden Power Grass or something, so I'm going to go switch out and go into my Stunfisk, because my Stunfisk is running a Choice Specs, and I'm not really sure what this Mischievous wants to do. He does go for Will-O-Wisp, which is fine by me, because I don't really care about a burn, because I can take a burn all day long. And I'm going to try to go for the Thunderbolt here, because that's my strongest move I have against the Mischievous, but he smartly predicts that and goes into his Golurk while I try to go for the T-Bolt, so that's a little bit unfortunate for me. So I have to switch out because I am choiced, and I'm thinking that this Golurk might go for a Rock Polish or Substitute, so I'm going to go into my Seadra, who does have Scald and has an Eviolite, and as I think is max HP, max defense. So I do take that Shadow Punch very, very nicely, and now I'm just going to go for the Scald, which is going to do a very nice chunk to this Golurk. Now, I was thinking he's going to go into his Wartortle, but I didn't really mind going for another Scald since, you know, whatever. I'd rather just play it safe right now. Don't really want to overpredict too much. Plus, this Seadra is kind of like a weird stalling set, so I'm going to go for the Toxic on this Wartortle, which is very, very nice, because this Wartortle doesn't have any recovery. He's going to go for Toxic back at me, which is actually fine, because I don't really mind, because I also do pack Rest, so I can just rest and get rid of the Toxic later on, so that's perfectly fine. Now, I'm going to try to go for the Whirlpool here, I believe. And this is where it gets weird, because what I'm trying to do is like kind of like my Dugong set. I'm going to try to Whirlpool this another Pokemon in that I Toxic, go for a rest and burn a few turns, and then wake up, and then they'll end up dead from the Toxic. So I do finally hit the Whirlpool, and the Scald does get a crit, and it's almost going to take me out with the Toxic, but luckily for me it doesn't. So I can go for the rest this turn, pretty much get myself back up to full HP, and this Wartortle is slowly going to die, which is really, really great. Like, this is like the first time where a set like this actually worked, so... but unfortunately for me, the Wartortle does go for Rapid Spin, which apparently gets rid of the Whirlpool. I never knew about that, so I was like, what the hell? So now with this Wartortle, it's pretty much free to switch out. I think my opponent was really like surprised about that too, so he's gonna luckily switch out, go into the Simisear. Now, I'm pretty sure the Simisear does have Grass Knot, because there isn't really any other reason why he would go into Simisear, but luckily for me, I can take 2 Grass Knots because of my Eviolite, so hopefully if I don't get max damage on this Grass Knot, I can live it, and turns out that I can live it, which is great. So I don't get max damage on me, and I can wake up, go for a Scald this turn, and kill off the Simisear, so that's really good for me. So yeah, that's great. So now I am finally leading this match, but my Seadra is basically dead right now, so I'm just going to leave it in as fodder. And he's going to bring in his Whaler now. And I don't know what this Whaler set this is, so I'm just going to fodder off my Seadra and just scout out what it is. And he goes immediately for a Water Spout and outspeeds me, so that is a huge indicator that this thing is definitely Choice Scarfed. Like, I don't know why there's so many Choice Scarfed Whalers. Like, every Whaler now is Choice Scarfed. But regardless, I'm going to go into my Rotom Fridge. I probably should have gone for a Hidden Power Grass just to play it safe. But I got really greedy and just wanted a Volt Switch just to get some Switch initiative. So unfortunately for me, I do have to switch out once again because I'm Choice Scarfed. Now I thought he would go for a Shadow Punch right here, but he actually goes for a Drain Punch. And man, I never see Drain Punch on Golurk. I don't know, that's just me. So I was really surprised that he went for a Drain Punch. That does kill off my Persian, which I never got to use. I think that was a nasty plot Persian, which would have been pretty interesting to use this match, but you know, whatever. Now I'm gonna go back into my Rotom Fridge. I'm gonna try to go for a Will-O-Wisp this turn because you want to try to mix up some moves, but he's gonna decide to fodder off his Wartortle this turn just because of the toxic damage, stuff like that, which is fine by me because I don't really care. So I'm gonna go into my Pachirisu, who's like the most useless guy on my team. I don't know why I have a Pachirisu, but it's really useless, so I'm just gonna let it stay in and just kind of like be fodder and just kind of scout out what he's gonna do after his War Turtle dies. So I'm just gonna go for Toxic this turn, just in case he wants to switch out into something. Maybe keep War Turtle as a very last minute thing, but I don't know. Whatever. So the War Turtle is gonna die this turn, which is fine. And now I can scout out what other Pokemon he has, because he still does have a Lairon, and he does bring it out right now. So I'm going to go for the Thunder Wave, because I don't know what this Lairon wants to do. If it's like a rock polishing set, that would be pretty scary, but he's actually going to go immediately for a Head Smash, so that does tell me he's banded, and actually this Lairon doesn't even have the head recoil thing, which is really weird, that ability. So that's sucks for him, but now that the Lairon is paralyzed, I can outspeed it with my Stunfisk and go for a Surf, so that's really great for me, since Stunfisk is like abysmal speed, but thankfully I did get that paralyzed, so I can outspeed it. And Wailord is going to come back once again, and I have to fire off my Stunfisk because I don't really know what to do against this Wailord. The only Pokemon I can outspeed it is my Rotom Fridge, so I have to preserve my Rotom Fridge. So I'd rather just kill off my Stunfisk because I can't really do anything. But Rotom Fridge is going to come back in. I'm going to go for Hidden Power Grass right here because it'll hit both his Wailord and Golurk super effectively, but he smartly goes into his Mischievous instead to take either move since he knows that both of those Pokemon are very, very effective against my Rotom Fridge. So I have to switch out, and now I'm finally going to go into my last Pokemon, my Flareon, and my Flareon does have a Toxic Orb with Guts, so I am going to get the Toxic boost this turn, which is great. So now I'm just going to go for a Flame Charge since that's my only move I have that can hit this Mischievous because I only have like Flame Charge and like Facade. So Flame Charge is going to do a pretty good amount, but the Mischievous is going to go for a Pain Split to try to stall me out. So right now I'm really, really hoping that I can kill off this Mischievous as soon as possible. Because I really need to make sure this Mischievous doesn't have a lot of HP because I will die to a Shadow Ball or get pretty close to dying with a Shadow Ball on my Rotom Fridge. So I really have to kill this Mischievous off. And luckily for me, he doesn't pack Rest and only packs Pain Split, so I am going to be able to kill off this Mischievous before my Flareon dies. So now it's just Rotom Fridge versus the Golurk and the Wailord, so I think I pretty much got this in the bag, as long as Wailord doesn't have, like, Hidden Power Fighting or something weird like that. So the Golurk is going to come in. I'm just going to go for the Hidden Power Grass, kill off the Golurk very easily, and right now, I'm just like, oh god, please tell me the Wailord doesn't have anything weird. Like, if it's just the standard Choice Scarf, I know the strongest move he has is only, like, Surf or Hydro Pump. So I'm just going to go for Hidden Power Grass. It's not going to quite kill the Wailord, but the Surf is not going to quite kill me either. So that is, luckily for me, going to be in the game, because I am going to kill him off with one more Hidden Power Grass. So, hope you guys enjoyed that battle. Hopefully you saw some really weird sets. I'm really sad I didn't get to use Pachirisu or, like, Persian more often, since, like, the Rotom Freeze was kind of standard-ish. But, either way, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am going to be really busy this week, and I'm leaving on vacation next week. So, I'm going to try to get as many battles and videos as I can out before that stuff happens. And also, people have asked me stuff about the tournament, and honestly, like, half the people haven't even started their match. So, once again, I'm going to post more links to the brackets. Please get your match done as soon as possible. Otherwise, I'm just going to flip coins and just move on, which is what I'm probably going to have to end up doing. So please check out the brackets. Please make sure that you got your match done, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.